My name is Bridgette Barnwell. I work with Rivers Smokehouse at their support center in Winter Park, Florida, and I am the HR generalist. An HR generalist is someone who I don't have a particular specialty. Usually in HR, you have people that are benefits specialists or our payroll specialists. I actually deal with everything from A to Z. When it's dealing with employee relations, employee engagement, benefits, I deal with it all. It's a hospitality industry, dealing with restaurants. And hospitality can include, I mean, it basically is dealing with customer service. So it can include hotels, it can include restaurants, things like that. But with Four Rivers, we consider ourselves to be a barbecue ministry, especially how the restaurant was started. Well, John Rivers actually started the restaurant in his garage. Actually, there was a call that came to his home, actually by mistake, in regards to someone who was diagnosed with cancer. And they called his home and realized that he actually knew the person who was diagnosed with cancer. So, which is really crazy, right? But also the reason why he decided to, go on this route. But he wanted to help out that family, and help out that family with medical bills and things of that nature. So he started out in his garage. Started out by doing barbecue and selling it out of his garage, which then ended up building into this great company that he has, where he has over 22 locations throughout the state of Florida, and he was able to do that all by this call coming in. Yeah, and I think that someone that goes into hospitality, because I actually was one of those kids that one of my first positions was in a restaurant. And, it's someone who I say this, you don't have to, I deal with HR where I'm talking in front of people, but when you are dealing with customer service, you have to like people. Now, you can be in the back of the house, which is someone who specializes in cooking, and we have dishwashers and also people that specialize in things of that nature. But if you're going to be out in the front, you are going to be engaging people all the time, and different types of people. You're going to be dealing with people when they want to eat. So, you've seen hungry people before? So you get a lot of personalities, but I think that usually the culture is very fast paced. You have someone that comes and they walk with urgency. They pay attention to details. They make sure they are constantly. You want to make sure you're on your job, because if someone gets up, like in our dining room area, you want to make sure that you clean it fast enough for the next individuals that are going to be sitting down. So it's just someone who is really serious about their job, and someone who wants to make sure that they know how to talk to customers when they come in. And depending on where our location is located, you will get more diverse customers. So we have one of our entities is in Disney Springs. So they're meeting people from all around the world. So you may have someone that has first time here in the United States coming to visit from overseas, and you just have to be able to be that kind customer service person to be able to handle it and do so with a smile. Yes, and we like to, say that the customer is always right, because it is about them. They're coming in and they're spending the money, to enjoy your food. So I think that is something I have learned about, customers always being right. There is a way to actually make it so that you can make sure they feel comfortable. And it's all about how you handle the situation when we say a customer is always right, because they may be wrong. But you're not going to say that, and you're also going to make sure that they are taken care of, no matter the situation. I tell them that the best thing for you to do is to come in and to be willing to learn, because you're going to be working with all different types of people, and you're going to be serving different types of people. So if you're willing to learn, you can be taught a lot, especially the people that we have already in place, the management team, and also trainers and shift leads. They're going to teach you, but if you are open to learning and you're willing to learn, then you are going to be a great team member for us, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people that are willing to learn, especially as your first job. If you're coming in, as you're learning, you're putting those things into practice the next time you're coming in. That's all we ask, because it's your first job. You're going to make mistakes. One great thing about Four Rivers is that a lot of our management team, we have people that have started there as their first jobs, and they have, climbed up the ladder into management. And now you have some that are even GMs. And GMs, general managers. And I think that is a good example for someone to see as their first position, because they start to see, okay, I can do something with this. This is not just something that I'm doing for a summer position or something I'm just doing for the time being. I can do something with this. And a lot of our team members actually will go off to college, and they'll come back in the summer, or if they go somewhere where there is a Four Rivers in that location, we have no problem transferring them to that location so that they can stay a part of the organization. So we definitely we like when people can come in as as their first job. John actually really loves that, because we're able to instill in them certain things. We have core values for our company, things like being intentional, being consistent. And when we teach them those core values, we think that those are things that they can either take on in life, or if they want to stay in the position, they're able to take those things and move up into another position. And we encourage that with our team members.